Meet Harley Sue. She's a pit bull lab mix with the brain the size of a pea and the heart the size of a watermelon. She likes long walks, even longer naps, and she has a lighted bowl. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back. This is a 15th video, 15th of the month, not 15th video. So it's just going to be a shorter video. That's what most of these are going to be. They're going to be something that I can't really dedicate a full video to. Those will be on the first of the month, and they'll be less edited. Today we're looking at my dog's bowl. As you can see, it's not exactly a little thing. Here's my hand for reference. Again, big giant hand here. This dog bowl actually comes from Hobby Lobby. That may seem like an unusual place to buy a dog bowl, but really there's not much else out there quite like this. It is, I think they claimed it was iron. It's probably steel, I imagine, and stainless steel bowls. At least I think they are. They feel too strong to be aluminum, so that's our food bowl, water bowl, you know the deal. For the longest time, she had a regular dog bowl, and she would lay down to eat. Oh, right there she is. She would lay down to eat, and because she's stupid, I love her to death, but she is the dumbest dog I've ever seen. She would lay her neck down on the bowl, and it would cause her to choke because she's stupid. So we got a standing dog bowl. Now, we didn't want some plastic piece of garbage, so we bought this. Normally, these go for about $70, which is way too much. Hobby Lobby, if you're familiar with them, almost everything goes 50% off at some point. So we paid 35 bucks for this. For something that will last the rest of our life, that's not a bad price. Because you'll never have to replace this again. I mean, it's metal. And well, no, it's metal and some little plastic caps on the bottom. Now, the ones that they actually sell are like a faded green. It's supposed to look old-fashioned or worn out, whatever. I don't like that. I don't get why people would want something to look worn out that isn't worn out. That just makes no sense to me. So I just slapped some extra paint I had lying around on it. Our kitchen is our dining room, excuse me, is primarily, well, our kitchen is too, but is primarily yellow, so it matches pretty good. When we move in 3 years, if we put this in the kitchen, we'll probably paint it appliance white to match all the kitchen appliances, but for now, this is a pretty good color. I like it. Doesn't look half bad. My mom's favorite color is yellow, so she likes this. And because this is stainless steel and higher up off the ground, this water stays drastically cooler than a normal plastic bowl that's sitting on the concrete. That makes a huge difference. We found that she actually drinks more water because of this bowl, which here, when it's 117 degrees outside, that's a good thing. Granted, she's inside most of the time, but still, it's hot and bodies need water. So now let's look at the light. That's a little bit smaller. This is the night light. It is a Leviton Bakelite night light. I'm not sure exactly when it's from. My guess would be the 1950s or maybe the 1940s, since it is Bakelite and not plastic. It's kind of hard to tell. As you can see, it sits directly in the plug here, so the light actually shines down. It's kind of a shame that no one makes anything like this. Though, if you do want to shine up, you can do that. Or if you just want a light, that just pops right off. So it's quite a usable nightlight. It's really sad that nobody makes anything like this anymore that I'm aware of. You can even see the very nice on-off switch. This could be a fidget toy. But and then we just have, you do not have to have this came out of something else when the last bulb burnt. I don't recommend putting an LED bulb in this. There's no reason to. It's Bakelite. It'll take the heat. So the reason that I decided to put this on there, besides the fact that there was just an outlet up there to begin with, is because with our last dog, Lucky, I became very aware that dogs don't always like being in the dark. She, during the last couple years of her life, lost her night vision and eventually went blind completely for the last week or so before we had to have her put down. But I got used to having a nightlight in my room so that she could see. And I found out that even when we got our new dog, Harley, which is, I think she's 5 years old, 6 years old now, she didn't really like the dark much either. So I'm starting to think that maybe dogs just prefer a little bit of light. And Harley very much seems to appreciate her bowl being lit. On top of that, for our practical sake, it does sit right in the doorway, so if you don't see it, you can hit your foot on it. It's got sharp edges, and you probably don't want to do that. Granted, I'm wearing boots all the time, but still, it's nice not to kick it in the dark. And it's also nice for me because I can, as I'm walking by without turning on the light, just look down, see if she has water before I go to bed, and if she doesn't, I fill it. No big deal. So it's kind of just a practical thing that makes her happy, makes me happy, makes everyone's toes happy, and it's a good use for something that I've had sitting in a drawer for many, many years not knowing what to do with. I will put a link in the description to the dog bowl, and I'll try and find a eBay search that'll help you find one of these if you're interested. These really are fantastic. They'll last forever. I mean, they're nice looking, they're heat resistant, and again, it's a nice little fidget toy. So that's it for this time. Happy trails.